During a 90-minute literacy block, we focused on summarising informative bushfire text and writing imaginative narratives. The term focus in geography was Australia's bushfire season, so it was a great opportunity to plan a cross-curricular approach and incorporate geography and English learning objectives. I was also able to address intercultural understanding when discussing the beneficial use of bushfires by Indigenous people to sustain the land. Unfortunately, I was unable to record the lesson on the day, so I have included work samples to demonstrate the activities and student outcomes. To begin, I first outlined the method of summarising, using well-known nursery rhymes to encourage students to attempt a verbal summary with the class. I recited Humpty Dumpty, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and other well-known rhymes, and asked the volunteers to have a go at summarising the song in one sentence. By using familiar text when introducing the concept, the students were engaged and responded comfortably. I then read aloud an article on Australia's bushfire history to the class. The students were required to independently summarise the article on a large card. The students were encouraged to use highlighters to identify key information and link these facts into one paragraph. Emphasis was placed on the flow of the paragraph and the inclusion of only key information. Once the majority of the class was approaching completion, I informed them that they would now be summarising their summary even further. No new information was to be included from the article. A final, shorter summary was completed to ultimately summarise the article in a few short sentences. The shrinking summaries activity proved interesting for the students and was beneficial to build on and reinforce their bushfire knowledge. It served as a formative assessment task to aid in the construction of future learning programs. The next activity in the literacy block was imaginative narrative writing. The learning objective was to strengthen their understanding of narrative structure and develop the use of creative language to entertain the reader. The students independently started writing a narrative on any topic of their choice. After 8 minutes, they passed their narrative to the next person on the desk and continued writing the story they now had in front of them. Each story consisted of 3 students' work, with each contributing to the narrative storyline. The students loved this activity as it gave them the chance to personalise their writing and explore their imagination when progressing with new storylines. To conclude the lesson, students shared their narratives and summaries to the class. During this time, I provided constructive feedback and praise to each sharing student. I also read over each of the narratives and summaries after the class to highlight areas for improvement in my own teaching and to provide the students with their own personal learning goals.